Hello, everyone. This is Kid with This for the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. Coming up, John Cena looking for retribution after what happened to him last week. Cena wants Jimmy Uso and Solo as the brother duo tried to double team John Cena and make a complete fool of him. We'll get that coming up. Also, too, the United States Championship is on the line. There's champion Rey Mysterio. Champion Rey Mysterio and challenger Santos Escobar had their match tonight. Tell you a little bit coming up. Yeah, that's my thoughts on what I thought the match was going to be between champion. We're going to get that coming up. As well as WWE Cops Jade Cargill. So AEW star Jade Cargill, they tried to say she was a wrestling, pro wrestling station. They would say where she came from. But we'll get to it. Coming up as the Pro Wrestling Show starts right now here on Connect TV. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Dick here. Ladies and join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation. Use the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. You won't miss tonight. What a Pro Wrestling Show it was. A SmackDown it was. SmackDown was hard hitting, but first thing first, going in that conversation. The hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect TV and all. In that conversation, you see right here. WWE considers this man right here the greatest of all time, John Cena. John Cena made his presence known tonight. We'll get that coming up right now in a bit. So, Pro Wrestling it was. I'll say that right now. So we're gonna get things started right now with I can say this: the Uso brothers, Jimmy and Solo. Jimmy and Solo kicked SmackDown off with a message thinking that John Cena ain't gonna really have nobody in his corner because Jimmy and Solo wants to make things even. They saying that John Cena won't have a chance to find a partner. So they just decided, Solo and Jimmy decided to take matters in their own hands and try to attack everybody. Even Jimmy tried to I thought Jimmy was gonna attack Mia Ying, but he really didn't. Mia Ying slapped the taste out of his mouth. I think she was just doing that in defense of Carl Anderson, that the Carl Anderson tried to step up after what they did to AJ Styles. And, Jimmy Uso got slapped in the face. I think Jimmy Uso didn't like that one bit. I think one thing about Jimmy Uso regulating to himself. Let's see. It could be that case, but then again, it does be that I think Jimmy said that for a fact. So Jimmy Uso stand to the fact to matters what matters most to him. But you can tell right here, they're trying to take any and everybody out. And Hit Row taking the beat. B-Fab taking the beat. B-Fab didn't take a beat, but Shantae took a beat. I don't know why they even did that to Ashanti. They tried to make him look tough when he was with Hit Row, but Ashanti, he might be on the chopping block down the road sooner rather than later. But you can tell how they're doing this and stuff, attacking Hit Row and stuff, and even Solo try to get him some, trying to attack Ashanti. Done this and leaving him attack him through the table. But B-Fab doesn't do. She just stared at the watch. Even the agents and the producers and stuff tried to get involved, and it really didn't make a difference. Stuff. So they're trying to take everybody out who they believe is going to do what they're going to do to John Cena. I think John Cena really got his hopes high. What he's going to be facing at Fastlane in that huge match. If John Cena cannot find a partner, what's going on tonight? John Cena can't find a partner, then they will have to pivot and be a 2-on-1 handicap match for them. But you can tell right here, there's a lot going on. We'll get to it a little bit later. But well, we could get to it now. We'll talk about it a little bit later on the show. But in other news, um, Kathy Kelly had an interview with Santos Escobar, the challenger for the coveted United States Championship. U.S. Championship is super old. I'll tell you that right now. The U.S. title, super old stuff. Yeah, on tonight. You know, God damn. Now what? Really? Okay. What is really going on tonight? Tonight, for real. Oh crap! They got that shit going on tonight. All right, y'all. We sorry because we had a lot going on tonight, and we want to pivot to that. Um, like we said, tonight was tonight. Santos Escobar saying that he doesn't want to do what he have to do, but he has to. He wants to beat his mentor Rey Mysterio in a fair, decent fight, and Santos will get that opportunity later on. You'll see it coming up in a minute. Also, too, Grayson Waller had his effect. Grayson Waller has his talk show, and he welcomed the almighty Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was in the house. Bobby Lashley tried to Grayson tried to ask the tough questions on why Bobby Lashley aligned himself with the Street Profits. And what is the meaning? What's the motive between Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits? What is Bobby Lashley's motivation to the Street Profits? And what's going forward for them? Bobby Lashley felt that Street Profits was soft in their tag team match. They didn't put enough effort into getting the job done and finishing the job. Bobby Lashley said he doesn't want to associate with the Street Profits until the Street Profits came out there with their corny music and everything else. I think Booker T said it best. Street Profits are playing, and the Street Profits want to be taken seriously, and I guess they're going to be taken seriously as heels. But Bobby Lashley wasn't convinced at the moment that he felt like the Street Profits wasn't doing all they can do to get him in his good graces. And then Bobby Lashley told them both, you have to prove to me what you have to do. You have to go out there and do it. I think Bobby Lashley gonna sell short on what he had to do. And then Grayson Waller made some comment about Bobby Lashley and could 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 mentor him and Austin Theory. Bobby Lashley said he was not interested in that, saying that he'll give the Street Profits another chance, but they're gonna have to prove themselves this time in order to get the job done. I don't know what he means by that. A lot of people are still kind of puzzled their heads and scratching their heads on what went down. But well, I'll tell you a little bit later. Well, Bobby Lashley did run through, ran by a old rival in Austin Theory. Austin Theory, man, Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory. Bobby Lashley going to be Austin Theory's dad by 20 years. But Austin Theory was in action. Also was in attendance. Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee's going to referee that main event coming up this Saturday at No Mercy between Dominic Mysterio and Trick Williams. Dragon Lee will play a significant role in that match as a special guest referee. So we'll see that match. But there were some tensions inside. Dragon Lee got called out by Austin Theory. Austin Theory calling out Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee, Austin Theory had a little words, little change and stuff. Didn't go as far as playing and stuff. But you can tell this is far from over between these two men, Dragon Lee and Austin Theory. Austin Theory and Dragon Lee having their word of words. It was a word of words. And it came that way and stuff between them. And, as you see right here, Austin Theory and Dragon Lee kind of next level and stuff. What was going down? I can tell you that right now. You can see right there, Dragon Lee kind of put it there in the notion and stuff on what's going down. So we'll see. But Theory was in action against Cameron Grimes. He won his match against Grimes earlier tonight. He beat Cameron Grimes in a victory that a lot of people are still talking about. Cameron Grimes didn't really have a chance. But we know Theory won his match. Now we know next week Theory will go one-on-one against WWE's newest sensation, Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee versus Theory next week. That's going to be an exciting match to see coming up next week. Dragon Lee versus Theory. What a match that's going to be next week. So looking forward to seeing that match come into fruition. So, speaking of that, it looks like what's his name? What's his name? Pretty Deadly could be coming back. As you see right now. Pretty Deadly making their presence felt. Yeah, Egan Prince trying to get back into the line races and stuff. You can see right there. So you see, you're looking forward to seeing Egan Prince. Well, later coming back. So. Egan Prince trying to reach the tag. It was kind of funny. So Pretty Deadly is coming back. We'll see Egan Prince coming back. Gets Pretty Deadly returning soon. Gotta wonder for Pretty Deadly what's next for him in the tag team with carrying forward. Well, hmm. Speaking of that, former WWE Women's Champion Charlotte Flair was in action. Real Charlotte babyface. She is as a heel. Her as good as a heel than a babyface, but Charlotte coming out there to take on Bayley, a rival. you know, Charlotte and Bayley go way back. Who remember SmackDown was on Fox? Um, Scott, the women's champion, watching with her mentor Bayley went against Charlotte. Bayley did something that dropped the champ. Bayley said that it's going to be a triple threat match between Io, Charlotte, and Oscar. You know, it's a SummerSlam rematch. But this time Bianca Belair is not in it. Io Sky got her hands full this time. She did not expect to win her championship in a triple threat match, and Bayley decided to take it upon herself to make the match rather than trying to get the champions. It's the champions' prerogative, not Bayley's prerogative. I think Bayley overstepped her bounds, but yeah, well, yeah. Well, what a hard fought matchup it was tonight. The U.S. Championship was on the line. Caleb Braxton came and interviewed Ray about his thoughts on going against Santos. Ray said that he wants a fair fight, but it's going to be Santos the best match of his life. And he expects the best, and nothing but the best. Well, it came down to this. Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar. You see right here, Ray and Santos had a good fight, a good 15-minute, 20-minute match. Santos did put his all. It just wasn't enough. Santos lost to the better man, Ray. Santos might have a chance down the road, but for right now, they always do the opposite. Even Selena Vega was out there acting like she was Miss Elizabeth and stuff. But Santos lost the match to Ray. So Selena Vega, Ray with the roll up right here to get the win over Santos. Santos was in disbelief, but he did put up a fight. The fight wasn't just that. But this came out of nowhere right here. The Street Profit came back after Bobby Lashley had urged them to do something impactful. And they did. As you see, this Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the clothesline, Montez Ford, clothesline, Angelo Dawkins. No, I mean clothesline on Santos, which the Street Profits trying to find that mean street in them at the Lashley told him find the mean street. And Lashley came out of nowhere, congratulating them, welcoming them into the fray. Then the Street Profits right here. You see they're attacking Santos right here, beating up Santos, beating him up to a bloody pulp, not bloody pulp, but beating him down, as well as they're beating Ray down, taking Ray out, and the Street Profits, showing that they are hood, they street for a reason. You see right here, they just beating up Santos Escobar. Santos didn't even see it coming. But the Street Profits leading the example in the ring. And Street Profits now trying to say they ain't gonna be doing all that he ha 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 no more. They want to take it to another level. They want to take it from where they at to the next level. I think they showed it. They had to be mean because, like I said, it's time for all them funny games. The funny games are over. They've been doing that stick for quite some time since 2018. I was getting a little bit tired of them. It was kind of ran its course. It's time for the Street Profits to take things serious and take things lightly. Sometimes too, you can have your games every now and then. You can't do it all the time. You people don't take you seriously and stuff. And the Street Profits did that tonight. They aligned themselves with Bobby Lashley. That's what Bobby Lashley was looking for. The mean streak, the attitude, the justification. And the Street Profits may have found their mean streak and found their edge. Can they continue their edge with Bobby Lashley as their mentor slash manager? I don't know if this the hurt business or what, but I'm more intrigued now since Street Profits did what they did tonight, doing that to Santos, which that was unfortunate what happened to Santos. But Santos had to get down. Even his teammates from the LWO, Joe Queen Wilder, went down, as well as a couple other folks too. They all went down, but Ray looking for retribution, looking for revenge. Rey Mysterio issued a challenge, and he told he told the announcer Kayla that the LWO want to face the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley in a match. So we don't know what this is going to be and how this is going to go. The Street Profits and Lashley going against the LWO. We haven't got an official word, but it's going to be official. They need more matches for Fastlane, and this is another match for them for having the Fastlane. So we'll get to see that eventually on how that's going to be. Well, speaking of that, WWE talent and promoted Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, see right here, former AW Women's TBS champion Jade Cargill has signed with WWE. She was touted on every major media outlet, ESPN, Fox News, even TMZ Sports, and even the home of WWE right now, currently, one of the homes right now, NBC. So Jay's getting a lot of press release. Is what she is. The WWE is a media machine, a media market, promotional machine when it comes to stuff like that. So the WWE getting everything ready in court. So we'll see how that's gonna go and stuff. But speaking of that, um, what else we saw? We saw this. John Cena came to the building. John Cena came to the building tonight to issue to call out the Usos, Jimmy and Solo. Not Jay. Jay wanted to do his own thing, but Jimmy and Solo came out there, and after what happened with Jimmy and them, we saw what happened. But you know, Jimmy tried to do. John Cena want to set the precedence. If John Cena can't find a tag team partner, he's gonna have to do it alone against Jimmy and Solo. Solo's kind of like the quiet storm. He ain't gonna say as much. He gonna let his actions speak louder than his words. That's one thing about Solo. Solo wants to showcase his actions, what he can do and what he know he can do. And
Hey, director, show John Cena. Thanks for y'all being patient. There you go, John Cena with the contract in hand, saying that he's gonna do what he has to do or to get the job done. Well, he tried to get everything in hand and toe until Jimmy and Solo came out there. Jimmy and Solo came out there to call out John Cena, telling him saying he doesn't have a partner. John Cena got beat up by his troubles by both Solo and Jimmy. Jimmy and Solo kind of taking it upon themselves to see right here Solo doing what he needs to do in order to get the job done. Well, John Cena got beat up, blooded, not blooded, but beat up and being put to a table until Solo wanted to take, wanted to dive in and use the splash. Well, Solo was about to do so until L.A. Knight came out of nowhere. L.A. Knight came to make the attempt to made the save to John Cena. L.A. Knight with the crowd on its feet. The crowd was pumping. The live action crowd. L.A. Knight took down both Jimmy and Solo. Paul Heyman looking like he was buffooned and confused. Then L.A. Knight decided to sign on the dotted line. The ink was cast by L.A. Knight's signature. L.A. Knight, we told you John Cena was a little bit shocked himself that L.A. Knight returned the favor. And John Cena and L.A. Knight will team up at Fastlane to take on Jimmy and Solo at Fastlane. That's gonna have to be the main event right there. John Cena in a main event match. LA Knight getting there. You see right here. This is the main event of Fastlane coming up next Saturday. John Cena teams up with LA Knight to take on Solo and Jimmy. What a match that's going to be coming up. Solo and Jimmy will take on LA Knight and John Cena. A match of nutrition. We'll see that match coming up next Saturday, and we'll have the fast line predict the outcome for it coming up that the day before of fast line. So look forward to seeing that. Like we told you, next week the undisputed tag team champions, the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, send your money in the bank, and Finn Balor, Grand Slam Finn. They're coming to SmackDown. We don't know what the Judgment Day gonna do, but we're gonna look forward to see what they're gonna do. Plus two, Dragon Lee taking on Austin Theory. Dragon Lee and Austin Theory had that confrontation earlier tonight. The confrontation that led towards them having a match next week. We'll get to see that match coming up next week. And what does this mean for the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley? We saw the Street Profits showing their mean street, their toughness, that they are finally finally through with everybody else, including the fans. They want to focus on them with Lashley in their corner. So we'll see that coming up. All right. That's going to do it for the Pro Wrestler Show. Like we said, we'll have break. We'll talk about other news tomorrow for the AEW Collision Ring report. Plus two, we'll be the Pro Wrestling Show all with Collision Ring report and NXT deadline for the Fallout. So we'll have all rolled in one. Just be called Pro Wrestling Show. The Collision Ring report feature and the NXT No Mercy review. So we'll get to all that coming up tomorrow. Thank you all for watching this edition of Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick says so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the weekend edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. See you then.